Breaking news, Nigerians. Finally, Femi Otedola breaks silence over the treatment melted on Aliko Dangote. Let's find out more as we hit the news. But if you're joining us for the first time, you're very much welcome. I sincerely appreciate your presence. Kindly subscribe and please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. The billionaire business mogul Femi Otedola has finally spoken up following the ordeal of Aliko Dangote, the chairman of the Dangote Group, in the hands of the federal government regulatory agency over his refinery. Otedola urged Nigerians, especially the government, to support Dangote by creating an enabling environment for his business to thrive, where he emphasized that Dangote's contributions extend beyond industrial facilities to critical infrastructure and must be recognized and supported. In a post on his X account on Tuesday, Otedola described Dangote as a titan that God created specifically for mankind, where he stated that in Nigeria, we have our own titans, and it is imperative that we recognize and support them. Aliko Dangote has broken every boundary in global business and industry. His contributions are not just a testament to his brilliance, but a beacon of what is possible when vision meets opportunity. Supporting local champions like Dangote is very crucial for our nation's development and economic independence. So Nigerians should continue to foster and support these visionaries who thrive and drive our nation's progress. Otedola highlighted that Dangote has built the largest single train refinery in the world in Lagos State, the second largest sugar refinery, and the largest cement factory in the world located in Kogi State. Additionally, Dangote has established one of the second largest fertilizer plants, soon to surpass the largest in Qatar, also in Lagos State. He noted that Dangote is the largest private sector employer in Nigeria and among the top taxpayers, often paying more in tax than the top banks combined. He stressed the importance of supporting visionary leaders during these stages of industrialization, drawing parallels with historical figures in the United States and other business leaders in countries like India, in South Africa, in Brazil, in Vietnam, and in China. These countries have significant government support for local businesses, which has propelled their economic growth and global business footprint. You will see that Dangote has been in the news recently amid claims that a cabal was blocking his efforts to import crude oil, slowing down operations. And the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority stated last week that the federal government had not yet licensed the Dangote refinery to begin operations, where they refuted claims of efforts to scuttle the refinery's operations and mentioned that the refinery is still in the pre-commissioning stage. He also disputed the quality of Dangote's diesel product, a claim Dangote has denied. Furthermore, Dangote expressed willingness to sell the refinery to the Nigerian National Petroleum Company to address allegations of monopoly, where he noted that he can let them come and buy his refinery if that is the best way to go, because a lot of persons have labeled Dangote as a monopolist, and he said it's an incorrect and unfair allegations. If they call him a monopolist, then they should go ahead and come and buy his refinery, because it seems that some people are uncomfortable with his involvement. So he's ready to let the refinery go, let the NNPC, I beg your pardon, come and buy it out from him and run the refinery if they feel they can. So Dangote has been facing recent conflicts. We've been seeing some recent conflicts between Dangote Industries and some government agencies. And these conflicts are deeply troubling. This issue transcends political affiliations and personal grievances. It's fundamentally about Nigeria's economy, Nigeria's future, and otherwise. Now, he noted that he is not a monopolist, but to some extent, Nigerians have tagged Dangote to be a monopolist, that he wants to run his business alone. He doesn't want competitors, He doesn't want anything competitors or competition around him. And Femi Otedola, his very good friend, has also cautioned the federal government on what's going on with Aliko Dangote. I mean, we've seen that Mr. Femi Otedola has shared his own insights on what's happening with Dangote for long. It can't be like, say, all these businessmen, they are being touched by some certain policies being made by the federal government. And it seems that the federal government is not helping out. They are not helping out at all. Everybody is feeling the pains in one way or the other. Even big men are crying. Big men are crying. Dangote enemies are not far. They are in this country. They are simply enemies of Nigeria, and they are enemies of the economy because they are not far. Those that are doing Dangote all these things, they are not far. They are within this country. Dangote recently stated that his friend, a very close friend of his, had advised him not to, invest in Nigeria, not to bring his refinery to Nigeria, and, to put all to Nigeria. That he's now seeing the repercussions of what his friend had told him initially. This whole issue of Dangote is shocking, and it has created bad waves for Nigeria globally. It has. And in one way or the other, I really hope that Dangote will scale through. I hope he will scale through, because we are not talking about Dangote alone. We are talking about Nigeria. We are talking about our economy. And Dangote is one of the driving force, one of the biggest driving force of industrialization in Nigeria. So Dangote has, broken all the records so far. The federal government and its agencies must recognize the significance of Dangote's contribution. Dangote is not just a businessman. Dangote has really committed to impactful entrepreneurship. He has really, impacted a lot to our Nigerian economy. So they must note that this refinery is not only for Dangote, but for Nigerians at large. They should also note that it is in the interest of Nigeria and Nigerians that the government and this federal government should provide Dangote with the necessary support they can. So this there's a saying that the rich also cry. Dangote is crying. Dangote for several weeks has been facing huge challenges. We never knew that it would also get to Dangote's turn to cry in this country. We thought it was only poor Nigerians, the poor masses, complaining of hunger, sufferings, and all of that. The rich also cry. So guys, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comments section.